Hi all. Today we are going to discuss about important GK questions which are of high chances to be asked in upcoming Union Bank exam. So let's get started. Number 1. Recently, where was the second Asia Pacific Ministerial Conference on Civil Aviation held? Answer: New Delhi. The second Asia Pacific Ministerial Conference on Civil Aviation was held at Bharat Mandapam, New Delhi. It was co-hosted by the International Civil Aviation Organization and the Ministry of Civil Aviation, Government of India. The first conference took place in 2018 in Beijing, China. India had offered to host the second conference in 2020, but it was postponed due to COVID-19 pandemic. This conference came at a time when India's aviation industry was transforming. As the world's third largest domestic aviation market, India aimed to become a hub for MRO services, cargo and regional aviation. Second, recently a group of researchers discovered a Myristica swamp forest in which state? Answer: Maharashtra. Researchers recently found a Myristica swamp forest in Kumbhal, Maharashtra, protected by the local community. Myristica swamps are freshwater habitat dominated by evergreen trees from the Myristicae family. These swamps are called living fossils due to their ancient region of 114 million years. They have large roots protecting from waterlogged soil, which stayed flooded all year. Found mainly in the Western Ghats, they also exist in the Andaman Nicobar Islands and Meghalaya. These swamps depend on valley shape, heavy rainfall and water availability. They retain water like a sponge and store more carbon than regular forest. They support diverse species such as the Myristica swamp tree frog in Kerala sanctuaries. Third, recently the Prime Minister of India inaugurated Semicon India 2024 at India Expo Mart in which city? Answer: Greater Noida. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated Semicon India 2024 on 11th September 2024 in Greater Noida, Uttar Pradesh. The event runs from 11th to 13th September and highlights India as a growing semiconductor investment hub. Semicon India 2024 offers a platform for global semiconductor leaders, industry and government officials to connect. The event is organized by SEMI in collaboration with Manchin India and supported by MEITI. The theme is Shaping the Semiconductor Future. India's electronic sector is currently valued at Rs 150 billion with a target of Rs 500 billion by 2030. Next, recently which country has become the 101st member to join the International Solar Alliance? Answer: Nepal. Nepal has become the 101st country to join the International Solar Alliance. As a full member, Nepal handed over its instrument of ratification to the ISA in New Delhi. This was done during a meeting between Nepal's Dr. Surendra Thapa and India's Joint Secretary Abhishek Singh. The ISA is a collaborative platform focused on increasing the use of solar energy technologies. Its main goals are improving energy access, ensuring energy security, and supporting energy transitions. ISA was initiated by India and France to combat climate change through solar energy deployment. 5. Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, recently seen in the news, is implemented by which ministry? Answer: A. Ministry of Rural Development. On 11th September 2024, the Union Cabinet chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi approved the fourth phase of the Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana. It is implemented by Ministry of Rural Development. The PMGSY was launched on 25th December 2000 to connect rural areas with all-weather roads to reduce poverty. PMGSY4 will run for 5 years, that is 24 to 29, with a total cost of rupees 70,125 crore, shared by the central and state governments. The target is to build and upgrade 62,500 km of roads to connect 25,000 unconnected villages. Previous phases focused on upgrading rural roads to improve access to markets, schools and hospitals. Number 6. Recently Oman host Eastern Bridge 7 and AI Najah 5 exercise with which city? Answer A. India. Indian and Omani military forces are conducting bilateral exercise in September 2024 to strengthen defense ties. The Indian Air Force is participating in exercise Eastern Bridge 7 held at Air Force Base Mazra, Oman from 11 to 22 September 2024. The Indian contingent includes MiG-29S, Jaguar fighter planes and C-17 Global Master 3 transport planes. This exercise, first held in 2009, enhances interoperability and operational readiness. The Indian Army is also participating in exercise AL Najah 5 from 13 to 26 September 2024 in Salalah, Oman, focusing on counter-terrorism operation and desert warfare. These exercises are held biennially, alternating between India and Oman. 7. Recently, where was the second international conference on green hydrogen held? Option D. New Delhi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi virtually inaugurates the second international conference on green hydrogen on 11th September 2024. The conference takes place at Bharat Mandapam, New Delhi from 11 to 13 September 2024. The aim is to position India as a global leader in the green hydrogen ecosystem. It focuses on technological advancement and strategic investment in the green hydrogen value chain. The event is organized by the Union Ministry of New and Renewable Energy and the Principal Scientific Advisors Office. 8. Recently, India successfully test-fired the vertical launch short-range surface-to-air missile at which place? Option B. Chandipur, Odisha. The Indian Navy and DRDO successfully tested the vertical launch short-range surface-to-air missile on 12 September 2024 at Chandipur Island, Odisha. This is DRDO's second missile test following the Agni-4 trial on 6 September 2024. The missile was launched from a vertical launcher and intercepted a high-speed target at low altitude using an advanced seeker. VLSR SAM will replace Israel's Barak-1 missile and be produced by Bharat Dynamic Limited. The missile defends against supersonic sea skimming threats and has a range of 50 km with advanced countermeasure systems. 9. Recently, where was the BRICS National Security Advisor meetings held? Option A. Russia. National Security Advisor Ajit Doval met Russian President Vladimir Putin on 12 September 2024 during the BRICS National Security Advisors meeting. Russia is the current chair of BRICS and will host all related meetings in 2024, including the 16th BRICS Summit in Kazan from 22 to 24 October. President Putin invited Prime Minister Narendra Modi to attend the summit. The BRICS National Security Advisors Conclave took place in St. Petersburg from 11 to 13 September 2024. Attended by 10 member countries including India, Russia, Brazil, China and others. The meeting was hosted by Russian NSA Sergei Shoigu. 10. Which ministry recently organized a dialogue on the theme Montreal Protocol Advancing Climate Action? Option A. Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. The Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change held a dialogue ahead of 30th World Ozone Day. The theme was Montreal Protocol Advancing Climate Action. The Montreal Protocol is an international agreement to protect the ozone layer by reducing ozone depleting substances. Environment Secretary Leena Nandan highlighted India's success in meeting its Montreal Protocol commitments due to collaborative efforts. United Nations Development Programme India Resident Representative Angela Lucy praised India's leadership in reducing hydrofluorocarbons. World Ozone Day will be observed on September 16th. 11th one. Recently, where was the 20th Maritime State Development Council meeting held? Option B, Goa. The 20th Maritime State Development Council in Goa concluded with key outcomes for India's maritime sector. Over 80 critical issues were resolved between the central government, states and union territories. Discussion focused on port modernization, connectivity, compliance, maritime tourism, navigation, sustainability and port security. New challenges were addressed such as creating places of refuge for distressed ships and installing radioactive detection equipments at ports. Seafarers were recognized as essential workers with improved working conditions. A state and port ranking system was discussed to drive competition. Union Minister Sarbananda Sonowal highlighted the MSDC's role in policy alignment and the growth of non-major ports. 12th one. Which ministry recently launched the Jan Sunwai portal to improve communication between stakeholders and authorities? Option C. Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Ministry of Commerce and Industry launched the Jan Sunwai portal, an online platform by the Department of Commerce. The portal aims to improve communication between stakeholders and authorities by providing a direct and transparent channel for addressing trade and industry issues. It allows people to file grievances online, removing the need for office visits. The portal will help boost the commerce and business sectors by simplifying issue resolution. It is accessible to several departments like the Directorate General of Foreign Trade, Tea Board, Coffee Board, Spices Board, Rubber Board and APEDA. 13th. Recently, which country became a new member of BRICS New Development Bank? Option A, Algeria. Algeria has recently become a new member of the BRICS New Development Bank, officially gaining membership status in September 2024. Before Algeria, countries like Bangladesh, the United Arab Emirates, Uruguay and Egypt also joined the NDB. The New Development Bank is a multilateral development bank established by the BRICS nations. What are the BRICS nations? Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. 14th question. Recently, where was the third edition of the Index X Summit held? Option B, United States. The third Index X Summit concluded in the US, advancing joint defense innovation between India and the US. It was launched in 2023 during the Indian Prime Minister's state visit to the US. The goal is to expand strategic tech partnerships and defense cooperation between governments, businesses and academic institutions in both countries. Index X will serve as a defense innovation bridge involving joint challenges, innovation funds and industry startup collaboration. Focus areas include co-producing jet engines, long-range artillery and infantry vehicles. It is led by IDEX India and DIU US. 15th question. What is the name of operation recently launched by India to provide humanitarian assistance to the countries affected by Typhoon Yagi? Option B, Operation Sadbhav. India launched Operation Sadbhav to provide humanitarian aid to Myanmar, Laos and Vietnam affected by Typhoon Yagi. These countries faced massive floods due to Asia's most powerful storm this year. India sent 10 tons of aid to Myanmar through INS Satpura, including dry rations, clothing and medicines. A military aircraft delivered 35 tons of aid to Vietnam and 10 tons to Laos, including gensets, water purifiers, hygiene items, mosquito nets, blankets and sleeping bags. India's quick response aligns with the Act East policy and its broader effort in humanitarian assistance and disaster relief within ASEAN. 16th question. Which ministry recently launched Bhaskar initiative to provide comprehensive support to the entrepreneurs? Option A. Ministry of Commerce and Industry. The Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, Ministry of Commerce and Industry has launched a digital platform called Bhaskar to boost India's startup ecosystem. The platform is part of the Bharat Startup Knowledge Access Registry initiative under the Startup India program. It is designed to centralize and enhance collaboration among startups, service providers, investors, mentors and government bodies. The initiative aims with India's goal to become a global leader in innovation and entrepreneurship. India has over 146,000 DPIIT recognized startups, and Bhaskar aims to provide a one-stop digital solution for challenges faced by entrepreneurs and investors. Thank you.